Hello dear students, welcome to my class. In this session, we will understand the concept of measurements of elasticity of demand. Okay, so we have four types of measurements, that is a percentage method, total outlay method, point method and arc method. So first we will discuss about a percentage method. So percentage method is a relationship between the price and quantity of demand. So it is a ratio of percentage change in quantity of demanded by percentage change in price of the product. So the another name for percentage method is proportionate method. Okay. So here this always negative means because the relationship between the price and the quantity of demand is always inverse relationship. Okay, so this we will write it as the change. The percentage means this is a percentage. What is the change in quantity of demand? It is we can represent as delta q by percentage of delta p into price by quantity of demand. Okay, so this is about percentage of method. So this method already we are understand in price elasticity of demand. And the second method is total outlay method. This method is also called total expenditure method. Okay, so in this method we are measuring the price before and after changing quantity of demand. Okay, so here the total outlay or total expenditure is equals to price into quantity of demanded. Okay, so let us understand with a table. So let us take a variables like price and quantity of demand. So suppose if the price of the product is 6 rupees, then the quantity of demand is 10. So now we are decreasing the price 6 rupees to 5 rupees. Then the quantity of demand is increased from 10 to 15. Next 4 rupees, then quantity of demand is increased to 30 rupees. Then quantity price is decreased from 4 rupees to 3 rupees. Then the quantity of demand is 40, and again 2, 30 and 1 rupees. Sorry, this is 50 and this is 60. So here the price decreased, according to that the quantity of demand is increased. So here the total outlay means the price into outlay means price into quantity of demand. And then we will multiply these two variables, that is the price and quantity of demand. 16 to 10, that is a 60, 100, 120, 120, 100 and 60. We will understand the concept of total outlay method. So here our variable is price, that is initially the price is 6 rupees, then the quantity of demand is 10 units. So again the price decreased 1 unit, okay, that is 5 rupees, then the quantity of demand is increased to 20 rupees. Okay, here we what happened here, the price is decreased but the quantity of demand is increased. Okay, and here the total expenditure, the total outlay is nothing but the total expenditure. So here the total expenditure is increased from 60 to 100 rupees. So this is also increased. Okay, so then next, so here the price is decreased 5 rupees to 4 rupees, and here the quantity of demand is also increased, then the total expenditure is also increased. Okay, and then coming to the here the price is decreased from 4 units to 3 units. Here the quantity of demand is increased, but here the total outlay is here 120, and this case is also 120. Here there is no change in the total expenditure. And coming to here the price is decreased 2 rupees to 1 rupee, then the quantity of demand is also increase, but the total expenditure is decreases from 100 units to 60 units. but here the quantity is increases, right? But the price is decreased. It means case 1 కింద కన్సిడర్ చేస్తే, so this is case 1. So here the price decreased, then the quantity of demand is increases, and the total expenditure is also increases. Okay, and coming to here, that is the case 2. Here the price is decreases, the demand for the product is increases, but there is no change in expenditure. Okay, so this is case 2 and this is case 3. So here the price is also decreased, but the quantity is increased. And at the same time the total expenditure is decreases. Okay, so this is the case 3. So in these cases, what happened in the value of elasticity? Calculating these variables and understanding, here we get elasticity is always greater than 1, because decreasing price, increasing in quantity of demand, and also increasing the total expenditure. Okay, and coming to the case 2, here the price is decreases and the quantity of demand is increases, but total expenditure is does not change, it is a constant. So in this case elasticity is equal to 1. Okay, that is a unit elasticity. And coming to the case 3, here the price is decreasing, the quantity of demand is increases, but the total expenditure is also decreases. In this case, the elasticity of demand is less than 1. Okay, so by using these variables, we can draw a graph and we will understand the elasticity. This method, we are on x-axis we will take the total expenditure and y-axis we will take the price. After marking the variables on x-axis, that is the total expenditure, and y-axis, that is the price. So if you are draw at these points, okay, we will get these lines. So here this means 0.120, that is where elasticity is equals to 1, and here the price is increased from 6 units to 5 units, then the total expenditure is increases from 60 to 90 rupees. Then the price is also again decreases from 4 units, then the total expenditure is 120. So again the price decreases to 3 rupees, but the total expenditure does not change, it is a constant. Again the price is decreasing, but the total expenditure is also increases, and here the price increases at a lower level, that is a 1 rupee, but the total expenditure is also decreases to 60. Okay, from this graph here the 120 means that here the elasticity is equals to 1, and here the elasticity is greater than 1, and here these points the elasticity is less than 1. So this is the concept of total outlay or total expenditure method. And the next method is point method. So the definition for this method is measures the demand at any point on the curve when the demand curve is linear. So in this method we know the demand curve. మనకి డిమాండ్ కర్వ్ తెలుసు కదా, మనం ఆల్రెడీ లా ఆఫ్ డిమాండ్లో మనం నేర్చుకున్నాం. సో ద డిమాండ్ కర్వ్లో, so the price elasticity is different in different points on the demand curve. Suppose, so at any point on this demand curve, so what is a point? Point means it does not have any space or it does not have any dimension. Okay, దానికి ఎలాంటి మెజర్మెంట్స్ కానీ ఎలాంటి డైమెన్షన్ కానీ ఉండదు. ఓకే, సో మనం ఇక్కడ ఈ లీనియర్ కర్వ్లో మనం ఎక్కడ at any point on this linear curve, okay, the elasticity is different. Suppose if you want to check what is the elasticity, okay, and if you want to check what is the elasticity at this particular point, if you want to check what is the actual elasticity of this particular point, So that is the answer will be different at a different point on this curve. ఓకే, మనం ఎక్కడ ఏ పాయింట్ దగ్గర తీసుకున్నా ఎలాస్టిసిటీ అనేది చేంజ్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. Okay, because the price varies and the quantity of demand is also varies. We know that perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic and unit elastic. So here the perfectly elasticity means where the elasticity is infinity. Okay, so here the elasticity value is always equal to infinity. Okay, and here the elasticity is always equal to 0. Okay, but at midpoint of this line the elasticity is always equal to 1. So how we can measure the point elasticity? That is a lower segment of demand curve from a point by upper segment of demand curve from that point. Okay, this means lower segment by upper segment. So what is a lower segment and what is a upper segment? Suppose this is where elasticity is equals to 1, means if I want to know the elasticity below this point, say M, and this I can suppose this is a P and this is R. Okay, so if I want to know the elasticity between the point M, okay, so this is the point M. సో M దగ్గర నాకు ఎలాస్టిసిటీ పాయింట్ ఎలాస్టిసిటీ ఎంత ఉందో నేను ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి అనుకుంటున్నాను. సో ఫ్రమ్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ఆఫ్ పాయింట్ M, the lower segment is this one. Okay, so this is the lower segment and this is the upper segment. Okay, this is the lower segment and this is the upper segment. So here the lower segment is MP and what is the upper segment? That is a MR. MR. Okay, so this is the formula for point elasticity. So we will understand some points by using this graph. So here the midpoint of the demand curve, the elasticity is always equal to 1. Okay, and going to the lower level of this midpoint, the elasticity is always less than 1. Okay, at the bottom of the line, that is where the line touches the quantity of demand, means where the price is equals to 0, then the elasticity is equals to 0. And above this midpoint where the elasticity is always greater than 1 and where the quantity is equals to 0, then the elasticity is equals to infinity. Okay, so this is the concept of point elasticity of demand. Hope you are understanding. And the next one వచ్చేసి that is a arc elasticity. In point elasticity we are finding the elasticity on a particular point on the demand curve. Okay, but coming to the arc elasticity we are sorry but coming to the arc elasticity we are calculating between two separate points on the demand curve. Okay, so ఇక్కడ మనం టూ సెపరేట్ పాయింట్స్ అంటే ఈ డిమాండ్ కర్వ్ మీద ఏదైనా ఒక టూ సెపరేట్ పాయింట్స్ని తీసుకొని, సో ఈ టూ సెపరేట్ పాయింట్ సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ మనం ఏ అన్నాం, దీన్ని బి అనుకున్నాం. సో ఈ టూ సెపరేట్ పాయింట్స్కి వీఆర్ ఫైండింగ్ ద యావరేజ్ ఆర్ మిడ్ పాయింట్. పాయింట్ ఎలాస్టిసిటీలో మనం ఏదైనా ఒక పర్టిక్యులర్ పాయింట్ని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసి, సో దానికి లోయర్ సెగ్మెంట్ బై అప్పర్ సెగ్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద డిమాండ్ కర్వ్ వాల్యూస్ అనేది ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తాం. But coming to the arc elasticity, we are finding the average or midpoint of the elasticity values. Okay, so here we are measuring the sensitivity of demand related to the midpoint rather than the original point. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే accuracy of the elasticity అనేది మనం ఈ మెథడ్ నుంచి గెయిన్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, so this is the concept of arc elasticity. So here arc means, so this is the shape is nothing but arc shape. So what is the formula for arc elasticity? That is percentage change in quantity of demand with respect to the midpoint by percentage change in price with respect to of midpoint. Suppose before change in quantity of demand is Q1, after change in quantity of demand Q2 anukunte, before change in price, that is a P1, after change in price P2. So here we can mention that change in quantity of demand we can represent as delta Q by midpoint. Midpoint means mid Q1 plus Q2 by 2. This is the midpoint for quantity of demand whole by percentage change in price, that is a delta P by change midpoint of price, that is a P1 plus P2 by 2. Okay, so we will get, so delta Q ni మనం ఎలా రాసుకోవచ్చు, Q2 minus Q1, that is we can represent as change. Okay, by okay 2 2 cancel అయిపోతుంది కాబట్టి Q1 plus Q2 by delta P means P2 minus P1 by P1 plus P2. Okay, so we get Q2 minus Q1 by Q1 plus Q2 into P1 plus P2 by P2 minus P1. Okay, so this is the formula for arc elasticity. Okay, so these are the types of measurements of price elasticity. Okay, hope you are understanding well. If you are having any doubts, please write on the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you.